Hi there, my name is Juliet Russell and I am a mental health therapist for Firelands Counseling Recovery Services. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about stress in the holidays, especially in the midst of a pandemic. Right now, it can feel like we're very isolated or alone. So some things to think about are staying connected in more creative ways and considering what you need to maybe eliminate from your holiday so that you are able to get through this season with little or limited stress. One of the best things that you can say is, I'm sorry, I can't make it. Even though in our heads we know that we want to be able to be present with our family and we miss them. We really have to consider safety and preventing anything medically from happening to our family or friends. So coming up with some creative ways, maybe driving by and doing a no contact visit, dropping off presents, opening gifts over video chat or even over the phone can be really helpful. Speaking of your phone, you can use your phone to make video calls in some cases and telephone calls. Computers can also make FaceTime, Skype, Google Meet, Zoom, Facebook Messenger, all of those different types of chats happen for you and your family. A couple things. Remind yourself, this is just a short season. This is just this year. This won't last forever. I may not be able to see everyone, but I know that I'm keeping myself and them safe. Budget your giving. So this year has been a little bit devastating for some people financially. So make sure that you understand that gifts don't have to be extravagant. Give yourself permission to reduce what you are spending. Set clear boundaries with yourself and your family on what you plan to spend or not spend. And avoid any kind of credit cards, loans, payday loans, other borrowing for gifts, because that will cause increased stress later. Ask yourself before you do any of those things, is this necessary? Will I be able to afford this later? Will they even remember this gift a year from now? Schedules. Schedules have been a little bit difficult recently. So being able to put some form of schedule back into your system, to your household, can be really helpful. So we want to make sure that we're waking up and going to bed on a regular interval. We want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and our own needs. So that could be reading a book, it could be watching a movie, it could be hanging out with our family, taking care of our pets, whatever it might be. Eat regular meals because our bodies need that fuel. Exercise, and it doesn't mean 3 hours in the gym. It just means that we're going to do something just to keep ourselves moving. And lastly, sometimes we lose track of time, so set a timer. Come up with a way to, or put that into your schedule so we don't forget that it's 6 o'clock and time to start dinner. So put those things in there. Another thing is to ditch those stressful parts of your holiday. This is a perfect time to unburden ourselves of all of these different expectations that we have for ourselves. So decide which things are necessary, which things are meaningful to you and that you don't want to give up. Figure out which things are not as necessary. And if there are things that you really want to do, but you don't have the energy or the time to do it, include other family members into this. You can ask yourself, what makes this important? Does it have to be done this way? Because many times we think we have to make things happen a certain way, and it doesn't necessarily have to be done a certain way. Asking ourselves, can other people do this effectively? Even if it's not the way we would do it, can it be done effectively by someone else? And if it can, let them have it. Give it to them. Put it on their plate so you don't have to feel so overwhelmed and overburdened. And lastly, be realistic. This, of all years, is a time to give yourself grace. Make sure that you understand that there is no perfect. So think about Why am I doing this? Is it even necessary to do this? Do I have the time and energy or money to put towards this? And if the answers to those are no, then you don't need to do it. I hope that this has been a helpful talk for you. Thank you so much for listening. And if you need any resources or services, please contact Firelands Counseling Recovery Services, and we will be more than happy to talk to you and come up with some other plans. Thanks.